Please review the disclosures. Nothing written, expressed, or said here should be looked at as investment advice or an admonition to buy, sell, or trade any security or financial instrument. The Lund Loop is for informational purposes only. Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Update for Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Happy Hump Day. We already talked about the origins of Hump Day, right? KLOS, FM radio, KMET. Anyway, so if you're not in the Discord, I'm telling you, you're missing out. People are throwing out winning trades left and right, not the least of which is me. No, I'm just kidding. It's a great place to be if you are a Lund Loop subscriber. Again, we've done some really cool updates. In fact, if you want to see what the updates are, I posted the latest update document. You can see all the things that we did for security-wise and for discovery and best practices. Anyway, it's a great place to be. If you're not a paid subscriber, become one. $300 a year. Seriously. Like, it's the best ROI you can find in the market. And then you'll get an email. You get immediate access to the Discord and everything that comes with the Lund Loop community. Okay. Today, the market gave us a huge signal. What was that signal? Well, let's take a look here. Let's blow up the S&P 500 futures. Now, normally on a day like today, which is a FOMC minutes day, I always say, can you guess where they released the minutes? Because you see this big spike or a big drop or something. Can you guess where the minutes were released if you didn't know right now? I can't. Right here. And the market literally yawned. This is a good thing. One of the things I've been saying for the last year or so is everybody has been on pins and needles every time there's an FOMC release of the minutes, every time a Fed, governor speaks. And then the market goes crazy. That is not necessarily healthy. It's healthier when the market doesn't care, when the FOMC is a non-event. I was on a Spaces today, and the guy who was running it said, the FOMC was a nothing burger today. When's the last time the FOMC minutes were a nothing burger? So that's an important sign. That tells us that the market is okay with fiscal policy, at least through the rest of this year. Speaking of the rest of this year, I was on this Spaces with my buddy Jeff Hirsch today, he of the Almanac Trader. And he said on the Spaces, big fourth quarter is what he sees. S&P 7,100 and a 20% plus end to the year. Okay? Now look, you take all this stuff together. You take the non-event here. You take the good technicals, which we're going to look at in a minute. You take Jeff, who's a smart guy, who's been around the market, saying what he says today. Does that mean everything just immediately goes up? No. Does that mean you just buy willy-nilly? Does that mean we don't get some pullbacks? No. But there are so many tailwinds right now for this market that if you're out of the market, you're probably missing out. And if you're shorting the market, you're getting hurt bad. So take it for what it's worth. But, there's a lot of things I think that are lining up for us to have a good, strong end to the year. All right. So speaking of the technicals, let's go through all the indexes. Then we'll go through the macros, and then we will look at the changes on the watch list. And boy, did we have some big winners on the list today.